top 9 on the championship tour. And it's a good one. Kolohe Andino, who's had some success in this contest in the past, up against the former winner in Adrian Buchan, and the man that just took out the last QS 10,000 down in Portugal, Ezekiel, showing great form down there. Can he bring it to the CT level? And
I think there's some great momentum. Can I change my tune as we're watching it? No, I'm joking.
Maybe. Have a look at the backhand flow from Ace Buchan. This wave ridden during the break.
Wow. So 3 big maneuvers on that outside section. Good variety, 2 big carves. And probably going to see an excellent number. Also picking up a wave in that exchange, Kolohe Andino. His wave running into the foam of Ace Buchan, so going to be a little bit more of a challenge. He's going to stay with it. You know, the foam hasn't really affected the scores, though, too heavily. I mean, we saw Ian Gouveia go excellent with, you know, some foam on the face. Makes those sections all good. Let's look at him.
Yes.
He just got the shot.
I love it.
There was no photographer in there, though.
You get the feeling that Kolohe is really just trying to tap into that kind of Andy Irons approach. Some of his posts in the lead up to this event, you know, revisiting some of Andy's highlight moments from France, posting it on his Instagram.
I guess if you're going to look back at one of the most winning surfers here in France, you know, you can't.
I think as a result, you know, he gets a good lot of support from the crowd. He's up once again. Explosive first turn attempt. Can't ride out though, just a little too aggressive maybe.
Changes it up. So just going to see who's got the best eye.
Andino up at the moment. He goes down. Trying to execute a big backhand jam. And Zeke Lau on a critical section. Can't ride out of that. So that's 0.33 away. But hasn't found a backup just yet. Zeke Lau had this one to try and get in the heat.
Final section, just tried to do that type of move where you get up on the lip and explode off into the flat.
Sets approaching on the inside. It looks like Adrian Buchan making a move. Fades back into the bowl. So I can let go a big backhand carve to get started. Whipping through another nice turn. Now trying to add some impact, and he does well. Ooh, but just gets swatted down. Trying to ride out of that turn. Kolohe Andino throwing everything at it.
Let's take a look here. The last wave of Adrian Buchan, trying to replace a 4.0. Picking up a wave, you know, the first waves of the set. A little bit more open face with this kind of tide still. Again, having another hour and a half before it moves.
Established in the second round as we see Buchan trying to get rid of a 4 here. Love the way he fades for this first turn options. And he's got a good looking section to belt here. Just 2 moves, but should be enough to drop the 4. Right behind him, Zeke Lau is up. Hammers out onto the open face. And now looking to complete a ride for the first time in this heat. Just hanging back on that tail, now starting to build some momentum. Looking for something big here. Another beautiful big layback jam. And Kolohe Andino also getting a wave, so a good exchange for the competitors as we head into the final stages of the last heat of round 1. A tricky section for Kolohe to deal with. How's that board look for you, Pete?
Looks all right. I haven't really seen a day from start to finish, and I'll give you a little bit more of analysis on how this board looks. I mean, his boards have looked amazing throughout all of his career, and he's made some significant changes. You know, narrowing his board up, I think that's always good to give a little more sensitivity. Of course, when you do that, you sacrifice a bit of the ability to get that pop. You know, a little wider board to have that ability to give you, you know, the landing a little easier. I think his board looks good. You know, he's been working so close with Matt Biolos for his entire career that you would have to say that that relationship is solid as it can be. As we watch now, Ezekiel going to get his best wave here. So much power involved, so much quickness. Like with this flatter section, he stays with it, just stays tight to that whitewater so you can get As soon as you see the opportunity, you pick up the speed, you weave that board, pump that board. Of course, you generally want to have the ability to just go straight top to bottom. Let's take this outside section here. Committed layback snap. Disappears with all the spray, keeps speed going out of the maneuver. I mean, when you go that big, it does affect your flow. It does, you know, it doesn't. Sometimes it just feels like you see surfers will actually cut the turn short to keep the speed going, whereas Zeke, he lays everything on the line.
Got a very tough draw. He's up against Mark Leckerman. That's just around the corner of that battle. Don't miss it. Adrian Buchan up though. Huge first turn. Right around the bowl and straight back into the lip. That's 2 solid hits and a third. And this should better his position. Was hanging on to a 5.67. He didn't complete the wave, but did a lot of damage at the start of that ride. Andino up. One of my favourite backhand attacks on tour, but this wave running out of space. Just the 2 hits. Here about why it's so tough. There's such a small turning circle there on the inside. But here's Ace's replay, Pete.
Again, very strong first maneuver, straight back to the bottom, and a second strong maneuver. So you feel like this could easily go above the 5.67, even with the fall at the end here. By the strength of those 3 maneuvers, a little bigger wave for Kolohe. Get a little hung up, and that took away from the flow, but made up for it on this closeout move. Very difficult section with all that foam on the face. Made it look pretty easy.
And it looks like Adrian Buchan's going to run away with it. Already starting to get pretty excited about what's to come in the second round. We've got some big heats coming your way. Julian Wilson and Mark Leckerman will fight it out for a place in round 3. That's going to kick off soon with Joe Tapel and Martin Potter.